to this video today. My name is Dee. This is Happy Life Stuff. Guys, I noticed that a lot of people that I talked to, including me in the beginning, and that's why I wanted to do a video about it. Lots of people have these perceptions of what if it goes wrong. We all have like these perceptions, and we always think about what if it goes wrong. What if something that we want to do, that we want to put our heart into, goes wrong? What if people don't like it? What if, whatever the case is. And why don't we think about the things? What if someone does like it? What if it is successful? What if it's your big break? What happens when people do like it and you blow up from it? Like, we never think about those things. Those are the things that actually matter, because not doing something, like, you're always gonna feel like, well, what if I would have just tried to do it? So instead of thinking about why you can't do something, think about why you can do it. Why do you have the energy, have this vision to do something? Why do you keep feeling ways that you feel about doing a certain task? Why do you keep feeling like I could be doing more, And you have all these perceptions in your head about the worst things possible. But why don't we have things in perspective about how things go right? Like, the world wants you to believe this thing about, if you are not the standard, you cannot do certain things. Or they just, because we don't think about it, as in, like, for me, I know people that are disabled, of course, and they're on TV. People in our life that motivate us from the time that we're young. So this whole thing about you're not the standard is not even a thing that goes to some people's mind. It's like, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. And nothing anybody could say could change what they're going to do, So I used to have these thoughts all the time. I mean, I think from the time I was young, I always wanted to have do interviews for some reason. I don't know why, but it was like a thing for me. I was into interviewing and talking, but I was quiet, and I always felt like I can't do a YouTube because I'm quiet, and nobody expects me to talk. So I can't really just go and talk, because then I'm going to be looked at like, girl, you're crazy. Like, you're quiet. Like, you need to be quiet. And it's like, but who said that? That's how I know people look at me. But who actually said that? And even if somebody said that, it's like, what do I say though? I say this is something that I want to do, I'm interested in, I care about, it's dear to my heart, I want to try it, I want to see where it goes. So who is anyone else to tell me how they feel? In which people have told me how they feel about what I want to do. And I would say, like, people that are a little bit more close to me, like, can see it a little bit. But people that don't know me like that, it's like, no, that's not for her, So, and I've always been like this quiet person, but this is something that I care about. This is something that I want to do. This is something that I enjoy and that I love and that I will put my all into, given the opportunity. And if there's no opportunity, I will make the opportunity. I feel like when the time comes, it can come, and everybody has to start from somewhere. So it's like, am I going to let what a couple people feel about what I should be doing, what their standard for me is? Because their standard, it might not be my standard, What you look at me and see, what you know of me without really knowing me, it's like, I don't have to go by that. So it's like, for me, I feel like I have all this all these thoughts in my head, and I tend to like have these conversations with people, and they go for hours, like of like just things that I believe in, and then people was like so interested in. I hear people like come to me later like, yo, I need to talk to D. Have a whole conversation with people about like just things that you could be doing, and then they tell me they'll go out and for like a week or a weekend, and then I'll see them like later on, and then it's like they come to me like, yo, I need to talk to you. And I love having that effect on people where it's like I need to know more. Like I need to talk to D because I need to know more. The fact that someone can believe in themselves, because for me, I seen The Secret years ago, like 2010 possibly. I saw that movie, and I feel like I knew about it and I heard it, and then I kind of forgot. So I would have loved to have that person like remind me of it, and then I didn't hear from it. It's like 10 years later, I'm like hearing about this stuff again. So, but when I heard about, like when I watched the movie, it's like I feel like just the fact that you hear something like that and you know that there's a possibility you could take it and run with it. If I had someone back then to kind of like show me or tell me the ins and outs and keep my mind on it, because like sometimes you watch movies and movies are just movies. You watch it, you don't remember it after that. But to have someone to actually like be talking to you, I wish I had that. Like, and I feel like if I had someone that was like that, I would have kind of went further with it, and my journey would have started years ago. And for me, I don't think my journey started like at childhood. My journey started a couple years ago when I learned to manifest, because I feel like I could see myself grow every year after that, and I wasn't feeling like that before. Like now I feel like I'm growing, and every year I can see a difference. And even if it's not like the year, it's by the months, like I see a change and something happening. And we all don't get to say that, but if I had that person to just keep talking to me, whenever I needed it, I think my life would definitely be different, because I remember I seen the movie and I was so inspired. And I remember I tried something small. I don't really remember what it told me to try, but I remember I tried something small. It was my tooth was hurting, and it was hurting so bad. So I kind of like put in my head like my tooth doesn't hurt. It's in my head. And I from what I remember not even more than an hour later, I didn't feel that tooth pain, and that tooth pain was there for a whole week. And then like once I seen that movie, I said like I'm gonna try something small, and I'm gonna put it in my head my tooth doesn't hurt. And within an hour I'm like, wow, hold on, wait, my toothache is gone. Like wow. So just stuff like that, like we need to remember to always think big, to always feel like you're worth more. Your standard, you are the standard. Always feel like you're the standard. It doesn't matter what you want to do, whatever level you are at, that's the standard. Some people are better at things than others, honestly speaking. So whatever level you at, that's the level that the universe wants you to be in that moment. That's what works for you, that fits you, because we all have to grow, and we want to see that growth. So if we were like me, and I'm speaking, like my thing was speaking and how well I speak, and if I'm always speaking the same, I see no growth. For me, I feel like I'm not really learning or anything. Like it's not really making sense to me, because I feel like I'm still on the same level. But I might be here and then I'm like, wow, I talk better. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel like I'm more experienced. And with jobs, we want to be more experienced. We want to go into a position, work, and feel like we are getting somewhere. Because if we're not, then what is the point? So to be able to see yourself and feel like I started here and now I feel like I'm there, that's a huge thing for anybody. Like, that's huge. So always remember, you're the standard. um, you create your own perspective of what you want to do, and perception is only what we see, you know. And maybe others might have a different perception of you, but the only one that actually matters is yours. I might watch 50 manifesting videos and only like one, and go back to one will stick out to me. That person was like my where I leveled out on. Maybe they talk great, but I just didn't relate with them. So you always have to remember, everybody's not going to relate with everyone. Everybody's not going to relate with you. You just have to know that we find people like us all the time just by going to a job, and then you just click with that one person, but you might not click with the others. Sometimes you talk to certain people and I could sit and listen to you talk all day, but she can't, and you get on her nerves. Everybody's on a different frequency than others, and everybody just don't align with each other. And there's always people that align with each other. There's always someone there out there that's similar to you. And there's millions of people in the world. So that means that there's millions of people that will relate to you, that will buy your music, that will buy your artwork, that will buy what you're making, your bracelets, you listen to your YouTube. There's always that person out there for you that will be on the same frequency as you, and that will want to sit and listen to you. And maybe we look alike, so I just relate to you. Maybe, you know, like, there's people that I feel like are similar to me, so I relate with them more, while others might relate with other people. And there's people that speak more on my tone, and I could understand people more than I could understand others, so they relate with me. So we just have to remember stuff like that. Like, everything's good, you know. I might not get, you know, this and that, but I got these. I was able to touch this person, that person, and that feels good to me. Like, that feels good. That feels amazing, you know. And I love what I do, and I care about what I do. I care that I'm touching people. I care that, you know, people care about the things that I have to say and want to hear more. So if you want to hear more, please subscribe to my channel, share the links. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and happy manifesting. Thanks, guys. Bye.